to the first award, which honours one of this series' brand new obstacle. An obstacle which has already passed into Argentinian folklore. It goes by the name of the dodgeball. And here to introduce the award, it's the star of Mission Impossible and Top Gun, Mr. Tom Cruise. Not here yet. OK, I'll do it myself. Ladies and gentlemen, the Best Dodgeball Moment.
Best Dodgeball Moment Award.
Here's Sunbed Johnny, the permatanned hairdresser from Lancashire. Johnny's bright orange bonce was like a red rag to a bull.
Come on, lads!
A four-man Argentinian ball-slinging sort of bull. They nearly knocked his block off. And then he knocked that block off.
That was absolutely horrific. The worst thing I've ever done in my life.
4.
It's Screaming Steph, who tried to distract the dodgeballers with a sonic barrage. That didn't work. What Steph didn't realise is that the dodgeballers locate their prey using sonar, so her squeaks only made things worse. Eventually, she gave up the screaming and started to fight back.
Don't mess with Steph, I'll tell you that.
3.
In the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, and in the name of the Holy Spirit, so help me God. Now, boy, don't forget I'm a man of the cloth. If you get me, you've had it.
52-year-old church minister St. Peter tried appealing to the dodgeballers' better nature.
Well, that wasn't very nice.
They don't have a better nature.
2.
It's 26-year-old Braveheart Lorraine from Kent.
This is for all the frustrated office workers who just want their freedom!
The dodgeballers waited until Lorraine was at her most vulnerable. They don't know the meaning of the word mercy, probably because they speak Spanish. Those boys were just honing their technique for the #1 dodgeball moment. Seriously, is that the best fanfare we've got? I know we saved money on the curtains and everything, but OK.
Winner!
It's 55-year-old fraud investigator Judge Judy from Burton-on-Trent, who went down quicker than Cristiano Ronaldo in the penalty box. A deserving winner and one who, following that, doesn't even remember being on the course.
Those silly men with the red balls that they were throwing at me spoilt it all at that point.
From someone being smashed in the head by a red ball, we move on to a completely different award. For someone being smashed in the face by a red glove. Any sign of Mr. Cruise? No, OK. Now, people inflicting violence on other people can never be condoned. But a wall of pneumatic boxing gloves inflicting violence on people, now that is television gold and should be encouraged at every opportunity. Time for the Best Sucker Punched Award.
Best Sucker Punched Award.
It's Gurner Emma from Guernsey. She had her face stretched in lots of new and interesting ways by those pneumatic gloves. And waved goodbye to a couple of fillings on the way down.
4.
It's A&E Gordon, who certainly looked tough enough to take on the sucker punch. But it just toyed with him, letting him think he'd got across. Before delivering the pièce de résistance. And that's a first for Total Wipeout, the edge of the mud pit providing the final big blow.
3.
It's advertiser Eliza who had a foolproof plan for defeating the sucker punch.
Tactically, I think that for the sucker punch, I'm just going to hold on for dear life, man up and take it.
And take it she certainly did. In the face. And the thigh.
2.
It's Guinness Book of Steve and his record-breaking shorts, smashing all known boundaries of taste and decency. Interestingly, Steve didn't strictly get sucker punched. He got sucker tripped. Complete disregard for the Queensberry rules. They don't apply in Argentina.
Winner!
Meet one half of boyfriend-girlfriend combo, Charlado, 22-year-old model Charlotte from Cambridge.
Bish, bash, bosh, I'm a little bit pushed. Watch me go.
Bish, bash, bosh, she said, showing an almost uncanny ability to predict the future.
Always hurts to say goodbye.
Square on, full facial, pure punching bliss. It's fair to say that hurt.
I think it's because I cleared a couple of punches and then thought, oh, that's all right.
Time for the first of many glittering special awards in tonight's glittering ceremony. That is a lot of glitter tonight. These awards honour individuals who deserve special recognition, like our first recipient, Disco Owl. The clue to his award is in his name.
Best warm-up.
This is the perfect warm-up for the qualifier as it limbers up the muscles, increases the heart rate and gives us all a good laugh. He's certainly got the moves, possibly rather too many of them. Obviously he's in the zone, so much so he totally missed the klaxon. Yeah, not sure about that one, Al. There are children watching. Maybe he's petting a dog. Let's leave him to it. Now, without the big red balls, the total Wipeout qualifier would, well, it would just have a long, boring swim in the middle of it. So now it's time for the top 10 big ball moments. Here's the first half, which is 5. Sleep.
Best Big Balls Award.
It's no Gary Barlow Andy. He fancied himself, quite literally. He managed to execute the rarely seen 450-degree flip, now called the Andy Up and Over. No Gary Barlow Andy demonstrating Take That's career in a nutshell. He peaks, then plummets into obscurity, only to resurface looking a bit more world-weary.
9.
One award already under his belt, Disco Al is still busting some moves.
Alistair, what is your motivation for being here today?
My motivation is to be here and to prove something for all the fat lads in the world. You know, all those boys who like a bit of pie, like a bit of chips, all the gravy, all the trimmings, everything at Christmas dinner. I'm doing it for all of us. Fat people can do stuff.
They certainly can, Al. This sort of stuff.
Woo!
How two giant bodies can avoid each other from point-blank range still baffles me. Gravity should have done it.
It was go big or go home. Play up or play at all. You know, you're never going to get anywhere by sitting back and sitting on the fence.
Sadly, you're not going to get anywhere by sitting back and sitting on the big red balls either. Sorry.
8.
It's the man machine, the Matinator. Robot-like precision off the plinth, followed by a catastrophic mechanical failure.
7.
Army Officer James, overall series champion and winner of Amanda's heart. James tries to defeat the balls using sheer momentum. But every action has an equal and opposite reaction, in this case, a cold, wet one. There he goes. Head tuck, knees bent, rah, rah, rah.
6.
It's Wipeout champion and quivering wreck, nervous Anthony. He's elegant, he's flamboyant, he's got water up his nose. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the fall of a bona fide champion. On to the next special award of the night, and it's for a record-breaking performance that happened off the course. On and On Donovan was physically no slouch and actually made it to the Wipeout zone. But what he'll be remembered for is giving the longest shout-out in the history of the show. And here it is, the full director's cut.
Longest shout-out.
Alright, this is going out to Barack Obama, it's going out to my gangsters in the hood, to everyone at Gospel Oak Primary School, it's going out to my friends, to my family, my mum, my dad, CJ, Leon, Dwayne, it's going out to everybody, everyone in the hood, my gangsters, it's going out to everybody, yeah? I love you all, just keep your eyes on me, okay? Enough love and respect.
That is award-winningly long Donovan, but he didn't stop there. Oh no, here he is at the top of the course.
This goes out to Barack Obama, to everyone that I work with, to my friends.
And again on the sweeper.
It's going out to Barack Obama, to my friend, to my
The one
family.
person he didn't remember to thank was me, probably the nerves.
Yes, I can.
The sweeper proved to be a very popular obstacle right from Series 1, but for some reason the course designers wanted to change it. I said to them, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They said, actually it is broken, and it was for the whole of the first series. It's amazing it even moved. So anyway, the sweeper not only got fixed, it also got upgraded with versions including the Sweeper Classic, the Crusher, and the spine-chillingly cheap Sack Race. Time to look at the best sweeper moments.
Best Sweeper Moment Award. Five.
It's Cheeky Kate.
Let's do this!
On the Crusher. Kate wasn't close to getting over that. Those 5 peso knee pads proving woefully inadequate.
4.
It's Ricardo, the other half of Total Wipeout couple Charlado. He went down. Up. And then down again. That's a little move I call the flip and dip.
3.
This next sweeper moment made a certain cow very mad. Cowman Aaron takes a beam to the chest and then knocks the next contestant flying.
2.
Just missing out on the top spot is straight-up sweeper mayhem with a twist. A lot of people fall here, but the one to watch is Rachel. The Matinator opens proceedings. Knocks into Chris, who picks up Queen Rachel, who then makes a crash landing on someone else's podium to claim last woman standing. Incredible.
Winner.
The award for the best sweeper moment comes from Total Wipeout, the final. It's the champion of all pile-ups. It's quick, it's confusing, it's very entertaining, and it all happens in one rotation of the sweeper. Let me explain exactly what is happening. So, that one gets hit by, then this one here falls, And then I think that who cares about the details? It is just brilliant. A worthy winner of Best Sweeper Moment. Now, the next award is for the best interviewees. Last time round, it was won by a padded-looking pastry roller from Cornwall. Who could forget Perrin? There you have. OK, here he is again.
Excited about the course today?
Yeah.
You've been in, you know, really hard training?
Yeah.
Really looking forward to it then, are we?
Yeah, man.
Taryn, I think we've covered everything.
Following that scintillating performance, this next award has been completely renamed. So here are the top 3 winners for the Perrin Pryor Charisma Award for Best Interview.
Perrin Pryor Charisma Award for Best Interview. 3.
Down into the horse stand.
Crouching Tiger Hidden Adam bamboozled Amanda, using the power of the mind.
I consider myself as a free thinker. I delve into philosophy and religion and try and answer the questions to the meaning of life.
Yeah, I think he got it all from the back of a magazine once.
I try and centre myself with meditation and yoga, and hopefully that can help me on the course today.
2.
Then there was the Matinator, who went one better by not using any words, just noises.
Hi, boys.
If you shut your eyes, that car horn one's pretty good.
Winner!
But the undisputed champion of interviewees is a man unlike you or I, or any other man. It's no Gary Barlow Andy.
I'm gonna run, run, run as fast as I can. You can't catch me,
That's
I'm
actually
the
hurting.
gingerbread man.
It's causing me pain.
And when I hit those big red balls,
Make him stop.
I'm gonna protect the family jewels.
Wow, with interviewees like that, Amanda Byram has certainly earned her Total Wipeout keyring and pen set this series. Now, when you're retired, you've suddenly got a lot of time on your hands. Time to see friends, tend the garden, and send in application forms for TV game shows. Of course, you never know which ones you'll get accepted for, which might explain the abundance of over 50s on Total Wipeout, a group that supplied some of the show's most memorable moments.
Senior Moment.
So, the special award goes to a hero who, at 55, became the oldest competitor ever to reach the Wipeout zone. Olympic Les.
What kind of stuff have you competed in?
Well, last year I competed in European Championships. I was reserve at the 100 metres. I was reserve at the 400 metre relay team, and I was in the semi-finals for the 200 metres.
So, ladies, gentlemen, OAPs, please be upstanding. Slowly, though, or the blood will rush to your feet. It is Olympic Les. A man whose legs are so fast, the rest of his body can't keep up.
Have you popped out for a paper?
As I speak, Les is campaigning for the slide and reverse head smash to become an exhibition event in London 2012. Good luck with that. Now, the next award is for a brand new obstacle, which, like the Proclaimers, comes in 2 different but oddly similar forms. It's the Dreadmill. But on Total Wipeout, we don't just dress mutton up as lamb. We go the whole hog. Yeah, it's getting a bit mixed up with the whole animal thing there, but you take my meaning. First, there were the demolition balls. And then there was the door jam. But in either configuration, the Dreadmill produced some of the very finest Total Wipeout wipeouts. Here are the top 3.
Best Dreadmill Wipeout Award.
It's semi-pro Chris, all the way from Mitcham. He broke the record for the shortest time spent on the door jump. And also broke the door jump. This was awkward for all of us.
2.
Just missing out on the top spot is Divine Dave, the Catholic priest who showed off his impressions of Frank Spencer at the top of the course.
No, a good bit of trouble.
And then he did it again on the treadmill. Ooh, Betty.
A good bit of trouble.
Winner!
But the award for Best Treadmill Moment has to go to Gassy Alex, the 27-year-old garden designer from Sussex. The Belcher there is in the blue shorts. Alex deserves credit for taking the biggest smack all series from the Argentinian-powered demolition ball. And we're lucky that it didn't actually knock the wind out of him, or it'd have levelled the course. My next award is in honour of those rare occasions when things don't go quite according to plan out there on the course. Oh, or here in the studio. Somebody put another pound in the meter. Anyone? Well, all right, hang on. Here's a coin. You, come on. Take it. Take it, go on. Put it in the meter. Go. Thank you. I give you the award for when things go wrong.
Things That Go Wrong Award.
The nominees are Cheeky Kate, Sunbed Johnny, Gary the Clown, and King of the Balls, Alex. Let's remind ourselves who they are and why they're here. Firstly, we have Cheeky Kate. If you can't work out why that's her nickname, it all became quite obvious. I think Amanda's just figured it out.
Is there a half moon out tonight?
No, look, stop laughing at the back. There's nothing to be ashamed of. We've all got bottoms. Bottoms. Next up is Sunbed Johnny.
Johnny!
Who starts well. Well, actually, he doesn't start. Can't criticise his technique. There wasn't any. Then we have Gary the Clown, with trousers that are seemingly as absorbent as a sponge. Still, they worked as a great decoy on the sucker punch. Not so great on the big balls. He did an impression of a flying fox. The final nominee is the King of the Balls, Alex, who was nothing short of magnificent across the big balls. And then completely ran out of skill credits at the leap of faith. Oh dear. Useless.
What is he doing?
What did he hope to achieve? All these nominees are strong, but one candidate cast aside their dignity and was happy to be embarrassed on a national scale, all in the pursuit of this amazing accolade. The winner of the award for When Things Go Wrong can only be...
Winner!
King of the Balls, Alex.
You're unbelievable. I didn't know what I was all about. I lost it, didn't I? Yeah!
Have you ever wondered where they get all that mud from for the qualifier? But you're not alone. Our health and safety team have been trying to get the supplier, Eduardo, to reveal his sources for 18 months now. Some of the lab results were interesting. But that mystery mud does provide some of our funniest and muckiest falls in Total Wipeout. Time for the Best Mud Moment Award.
Best Mud Moment Award.
It's 22-year-old physiotherapist student Kath who thinks she's made it across the sucker punch when this happens. It's not just that punch, but that brilliant fall and all the mud that gets her into the top 5.
4.
It's Karate Chris. He had no interest in winning the Wipeout Champions show. He just wanted to test out his mud-proof hair gel. It's pretty good, isn't it?
3.
It's Iron Boy Johnny.
Oh. He looks like a Malteser.
I don't know, I think more of a chocolate-coated Grant Mitchell.
2.
Just short of the winning post, it's street dancer Kim, who got just a little speck of mud in the eye. Yeah, that's pretty bad. And that's worse.
Winner!
But winner of Best Mud Moment goes to Nuclear James, proving that it's not all about brains and balance.
For all the nerds and boffins out there, this is to show we're not all square.
Absolute magic. Comedy fall, comedy spin, comedy mud landing. That's funny cubed. A worthy winner. Well done, James.
Thousands of people have sailed round the globe. Hundreds have scaled Everest and dozens have been into space. But all of them are jealous of this next elite band of individuals, the competitors who've successfully crossed the big red balls. Few make it, but those that do are never forgotten. This series we've had King of the Balls Alex, Advertiser Eliza, Serious Victoria, Everest Alice, Mai Tai Jules, and then in the final, Painty Katie. But there was one man whose textbook display eclipses all others. You think you know who I'm referring to? However, as an employee of the show, I'm not eligible to win the award. So instead, the accolade of Best Run on the Balls goes to Knockout Chris.
Best Run on the Balls.
What you're about to see is absolute perfection. How did he do that without using special effects? Not that I use special effects, of course. Just did it like that. Just incredible.
My goodness, Chris, talk to me. That was the most unbelievable performance I have seen from anybody over 2 series of total wipeout across the big red balls. That was unbelievable!
No doubt I am the fastest there, hopefully. I actually said to the other contestants that I was hoping for the fastest time today, not just winning, I wanted the fastest time.
Quick awards notice. I've just been told that things are overrunning a bit, which means there won't be time for the song and dance routine I was planning to do with all 160 contestants in here. Send them home, will you? No, I won't pay their travel expenses. By the way, any news on Tom yet? No. Traffic. OK. On to tonight's next award. It's the Best Bubble Bath Moments.
Best Bubble Bath Moment Award.
Very good now.
I wish I was a spaceman, the fastest guy alive. I'd fly you around the universe in 5 or XL5. Way out.
5.
It's Gassy Alex, who brought a touch of class, bless you, to the bubble bath. That's what the donuts do to people with bad manners, Alex.
Come on!
Next, it's Dan Cruz.
I am a lookalike.
For who?
A famous celebrity.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Tom Cruise.
Dan certainly looked like he had a special technique. It's called the spinning starfish, and it's highly ineffective.
3.
is giggling Jody.
Best of luck out there too. Nice.
He remembered to get a strong grip. But forgot to let go.
2.
It's nervous Anthony who made the top 10 ball wipeouts, also made it into the shortlist for bubble bath greatness with this breathtaking vertical dive bomb. The winner of Best Bubble Bath Moment is No License Margot. Well done, Margot. With moves like that, you could always have a career as a crash test dummy, if you wanted it.
I didn't enjoy it at all, but it was great fun.
Now, an awards show wouldn't be an awards show if there weren't a few tears shed and drunken displays of bad sportsmanship. But on the Total Wipeout Awards, the tears don't come during the acceptance speeches. Oh, no. They come whilst we're watching the contestants do painful things to themselves. Get a box of tissues ready. Here are the nominees for the Worst Eye-Watering Moment.
Worst Eye-Watering Moment Award.
Starting things off, it's Kenny the Croupier. Ow, scary.
I'm Ace and I'm going to deck this course.
I might hide behind the sofa for these awards. Oh. 4. It's Barking Sammy, who not only fell down the stairs, but also got a bit of friction from that rope. Ow. 3. Next up, it's Geordie business manager Tory's impression of a demolition ball. A not very good demolition ball that bruises.
2.
Jordan making obstacle courses look easy since 1988. Come on!
It's deodorant researcher B.O. Jordan. Men of Britain join in. Ouch! Oh. At the top spot, and deservedly so, it's 22-year-old knockout Chris. With a rope burn so hot you could fry bacon on it. A lot of pain, but a tiny bit of gain because Chris wins the award for the worst eye-watering moment. With him celebrating. Yeah, squeaky. I think that's a celebration. Cold water will help.
Now, you may have thought Dizzy Dummies was difficult last year, but the Total Wipeout course designer, Eduardo, didn't agree. So after a prolonged period of introspection and deliberation, we call it a siesta, he cooked up a couple of new obstacles to confuse the already befuddled competitors. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Dizziest Dummies.
Dizziest Dummy Award. 5.
And it's return of the headband Dan, who gave us an impromptu performance of the Nutcracker Suite. Oh.
4.
The next dummy is Knockout Chris. Again, where would he get his nickname? Question answered. Chris, there's already a hole there. You don't have to make your own one. It's not part of the course.
3.
It's 3 for 1 on the teeter-totters with the most amazing finish.
Oh, this is so close!
Jack, Claire and return of headband Dan will never be that close again. Well, not on television. Just missing out on first place is the Matinator. And number 2, Dizzy Dummy. He managed to make this fall last forever. What an unfortunate malfunction for the Matinator. And he'll short circuit in the water.
Winner!
At number 1 is our dizziest dummy. It's Constable Kev. Here we see Kev showing off his unique sense of direction. Yes, Kev is so dizzy that he sort of misses the course entirely and goes for a little sideways ramble in the Argentinian meadows. See you later, Kevin.
10 out of 10 for effort. What happened?
The legs just weren't working.
Earlier in the show, we started our Best Big Ball Wipeouts Award countdown, and I think I've now built up sufficient tension to reveal the top 5. What? Right, I haven't built the tension up enough, so I'll do some more tension building. Okay, that's it. Let's get going.
Best Big Balls Award.
It's Iron Boy Johnny. Plastered in mud, steady and about to prove that he ain't heavy on his feet.
This plan isn't going to work.
Just on his belly. Next place, it's Natasha Studfarmer. And before you think it, the award is not for her lightning-fast ascent to the balls, but for the energy with which she attacks them. She lines up.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Apologises to the balls for some reason and jumps. So close, but so very, 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 very far. She was tired at the start, but at least she managed to get a few seconds of rest in before falling off.
When you're up there, what you want to do goes out the window. So I thought, I'm going to at least get on one, but I don't want a boring exit. I wanted a dramatic splash.
3.
Well, Tiny Kelly had a dramatic plan from the outset.
I'll be trying to do my somersault on the big red balls again. Hopefully if I'm not covered in mud.
So let's see how the plan played out.
Kelly's tactic for getting over the big red balls this time is that she's going to backflip across them.
This then goes to show what happens when one small ball of energy hits a big ball of rubber.
2.
Narrowly missing out on first place is Gary the Clown, who sets his goal, makes a leap, and hits exactly what he was aiming for. Well, the boy's accurate, you can't deny that. It's just a shame he shouted second ball when he should have shouted finish line.
Once I got to the red ball and thought, I'm going for the second one. It was so much fun and it was so exciting. And I got the red ball, didn't land it, but I hit it, and it hit me back.
Winner!
The best Big Balls Wipeout has to go to gymnast and our first ever female champion, Queen Rachel. Rachel was fast, agile, sprightly, and hungry, maybe? Well done, Rachel. A lesson for everyone. If you want to win, you have to throw yourself into it. Face first.
I nearly made the balls. I can't believe that because I threw the first one last time. And I just cannot believe I just nearly made that landing at the end.
We've seen a lot of the qualifier, sweeper and dizzy dummies so far tonight, but the wipeout zone's not had nearly enough exposure. This should redress the balance.
Top 3 Wipeout Zone wipeouts.
I'm crazy
This is for all the underdogs out there.
At 3, Rob the Tiger didn't put a foot wrong. He put 12 feet wrong. And a few hands as well. At 2, Return of the Headband Dan started promisingly before it all went downhill very quickly. But the barrels went downhill quicker.
Really disappointed. Felt quite confident coming into it. And, heartbreaking. But there you go.
Winner!
The award goes to Tiny Kelly, who misjudged, well, miscounted the launch pads. A simple mistake that no one else made.
We're almost at the point where I announce my favourite total wipeout moment of the whole series. But before that, it's time to remember that when it comes down to it, every single competitor on Total Wipeout is a winner. Not literally, it would wreck us financially. Nevertheless, it's only right that we should take a moment to honour those winners who haven't won awards tonight. There's a word for them. Losers.
I'm doing this for all the big mamas. This is for all the Johnnies. Nothing's gonna break me. Nobody's gonna knock me out. Big red balls, watch it.
Come on!
Watch them learn, boys. You're gonna crush them burn.
Over the course of the series, I have become very attached to the Total Wipeout contestants. I almost feel like they're my children. Children that aren't allowed to look me in the eye, talk to me or come within 10 metres, but children all the same. And like most parents, I have my favourites. Here are my top 3 total wipeouts of the series.
3.
Nuclear James. Comedy fall, comedy spin, comedy mud landing. Absolute magic. Well done, James. Runner-up in my total Wipeout choices, it was a team effort. There's no I in team, but there is a lot of you in the water. But the title goes to Tiny Kelly, who had just one tiny trampoline between her and huge glory. And she missed it.